hey man, like they don't really trust you until they see the results.
Yeah.
Right. I have a family member.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who it was or what it is, but that specific person used to always hate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's just the guy that sells used shoes or used clothes or whatever it is. Like, anytime his friends would ask him about me, like he would say that.
Yeah.
But now, now that I bought the house, he's like, oh, okay, now I kind of see it. Like, he's living proof.
Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Winners Only, where we talk to people winning at life, business, entrepreneurship, whatever the case may be. Today we have on Dylan Sanglay.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Dylan?
How you doing, my man?
Pretty good, man. Good to see you.
Likewise, brother.
How you been?
Great, man.
How's the game?
Oh, man, it's been crazy. Been buying a lot of shoes.
Nice.
Like, collections almost every day, man. So,
I
literally bought, I think, 300 pairs in the past, 3 or 4 days.
I guess we can dive into that, because I'm friends with Dylan as well. So I see you motherfuckers always posting pictures of your trunk, and I'm like, why the fuck do they always pose at the trunk of their car?
Yeah.
It's just so funny, and how do you buy shoes in volume? Like, is there just suppliers that I'm assuming you got suppliers.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do they get them from? Because everybody's got to make money. Because everything's arbitrage, and I was in the e-com space for 6-7 years.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I heard about your story on that, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. But fucking everything's arbitrage. So I'm like, whoever the fuck you're buying the shoes from has to make money, and whoever they're buying them from has to make money.
Yeah. No.
So it's like, unless they're getting them straight from the warehouse and they're somehow sneaking them out, which maybe there's some black market sneaker shit going on. But I don't get the game of the sneaker space. So
for me, I promote that I buy sneakers almost every day.
Okay.
So I'm trying to market to people that want to sell their collections. So these are people that have bought sneakers in their size, different conditions, brand new, used, box, no box, whatever it is. And then if they want to sell all that to me, then I'm there to buy it all. Right?
So you get a bulk discount because they don't want to go through selling each individual shoe.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And
is there a lot of these collectors out there?
Exactly. Yeah, bro. There's a lot of shoe heads. There's a lot of sneaker heads, whatever you want to call it.
That just want out.
That just want to.
Because they're not selling themselves, so they just need a quick check because ever said they hit a little thing and they need some money.
Right. I've met a lot of people that want to sell their sneakers to get into watches or get into real estate or get into different other investments.
Yeah. Very cool.
That will need extra money.
Yep. That's interesting. Because I feel like I'm always envious of guys who found what they love early. Yeah. And I feel like I always knew that I loved. Maybe I'm wrong. I always knew that I had that entrepreneurial bug. Yeah. But I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. To be truthful, freaking at 18, I went to college because of my parents. I was they wanted me to go to college or whatever. Same here. Same thing in college. I was I started a little T-shirt printing company. I bought a screen printing. I made business cards. I went to all the school clubs, and I was I'll make you guys shirts. Yep. I got my first order. Fucked all the shirts up. And then I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. I don't even know how to fucking do it. Fucking bought a couple vending machines. And I did the vending machines, bro. And I couldn't even fucking find where to place them. So then I had 2 vending machines sitting in my patio.
Oh my God.
So I'm just I always knew that I wanted to do something. And which is not even really a business, but my first thing where I felt like I was my own boss was I was a Postmater. I was riding my fucking motorcycle, fucking delivering food. I'm like, it's my own business, motherfucker.
Hey, that's cool. Yeah. You're hustling though.
Yeah, but I was I wanted to do my own shit.
Yeah.
And then I kind of gave up. Truthfully, I gave up, man. I fucking just did the college thing. I partied. I kind of got numb, bro. Your age, I was blacked out at some bar. Yep. I was bartending and I was spending all my money at the bar. I gave up on the fucking game. And then I was so discouraged that I fucking joined the military.
Really?
Yeah, I joined the military at 24, 25. So recently, because I'm only 20, I'm about to be 30.
Okay.
So my whole business life is so new, but it's not, if that makes sense. I knew, and this is why it's all over the place, bro. Because it's I did the e-com space, failed, and then I left it for 2 years. And then eventually came back. And now I fucking somehow ended up in media and marketing, which is well, I'm figuring it out. And I'm I'm 29, bro. And I'm I see you that you figured out what you love and shit. And it's I'm almost envious of it. I've been successful, but it's doing shit that I'm not necessarily passionate about, but just because it makes me money.
Yeah.
But finding something that you love is it's so sick to hear.
You got to fail to succeed, right?
Yeah.
And my journey hasn't really been, an uphill battle, right?
Yeah.
There's been so many ups and downs. Like there was even a moment in time where I was at rock bottom and like no one believed in me at all. And like there's moments in entrepreneurship, a lot of moments in entrepreneurship where you feel so lonely. Like you feel so lonely, you want to give up, like no one believes in you. So you got to be your biggest cheerleader. You got to be your biggest supporter because no one else will believe in your vision more than yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, if you believe in that and if you believe God has a plan for you, right? You got to continue to push and push and push every day even though, you know, nothing is promised.
Yeah.
Right? So, like that's what I tell myself every day. Like I pray to God every single morning, I pray to God every single night, and I ask him for guidance. That's all I ask for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And honestly, bro, like your journey is how a lot of people's journey starts, right? Like they do like so many different, bro, I did all that stuff. I did the vending machine business, I failed. I did the clothing brand thing and I failed. Like there's so many different things that I did that failed and like, yeah, man, like everyone's going to go through all that, right?
Yeah.
Like my vending machine business, bro, that was probably like one of the worst businesses I've ever started.
So stupid, bro.
I'm like, because people always, you know, talk about how it's, you know, it's easy money and all this stuff. Like, I had 4 vending machines, right? So I had 4 vending machines, so 2 in one location, 2 in the other. And like I would have to go from one end of Vegas to another end of Las Vegas just to pick up, you know, freaking like $50.
At least you got them placed, bro. At least you got the vending machines placed.
You didn't have them placed?
I bought the 2 vending machines. They sat in my patio because I never found where to put them.
Oh, shoot.
Like, it was so sad. But the cool part was, I guess they were placed because we'd have, like, because I was in a fraternity, we'd have, like, a party and people would be buying
Oh, damn.
But, like, bro, I didn't even get that far. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, man, I bought a vending machine route. So
that's cool.
But I paid a premium, though. I paid $7,000.
Okay, so you already had them placed when you bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was at a law firm. So,
yeah.
you know, it was
that's
already,
cool.
Yeah. But then, so I bought them. I owned them.
Yeah.
Right? So I sold them to a car company. Like, they sell used cars. So, bro, getting to, you know, transferring those machines is a bitch.
Yeah.
Bro, I had to hire someone to do it because I could not
the
do that
payment
myself.
processors and all that shit?
No, it's just so heavy.
Oh,
They're so heavy to
to
transport them to another location.
I ain't doing that. You better hire somebody. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I paid like $300 for someone to move them, which is not bad at all. So
that's cool. Mm-hmm. That's okay. Well, that makes me feel a little better, but it's just like I don't know. And it's like, what do they say is like the comparison is like the thief of joy. And I feel like that's something that one of the things I struggle with is like, I'm constantly comparing myself to people my age and I can't help it. And I know I'm not supposed to, but it's like, I fucking do it. And then I got people like Josh or like fucking some other guys are like, dude, you're fucking crushing it for 29. Like chill the fuck out. Like, and it's just, but I feel like part of us, anybody who gets to our like level, you have to think that. I feel like that if I didn't think that, I wouldn't have gotten to where I'm at. Yeah. So it's like you need that insecurity to really drive you. And it's like, I think Alex Hormozi said it was like the most successful people, there's like 3 things about them. It's like 1, they're like almost a narcissist where they think they're better than everybody. But 2, they're so fucking insecure. And it's like that weird combo.
No, Gary Vee says it all the time, man. He's like, stop looking at other people. You're just insecure or whatever it is.
And it's like, and I think those insecurities have gotten me to work like way harder, but it's like a pros and a con, but it's like, there has to be this happy medium. And I honestly, that's one of the reasons, like I was telling you I had a headache because I do, but it's like, I think I'm so stressed out right now, but it's good stress. Yeah. Like I'm in the middle of this this new chapter in my life.
The pad split.
Yeah. Well,
no, I want to talk about that a little bit, man. Like I know this is your podcast. Yeah. Kind of talk about the pad split a little bit. That was, when I saw your story, bro, like that was really cool.
Thanks. Yeah. So I was talking to Josh about it because I was like, dude, honestly, like the e-com space treated me really well and I did really well for 4 to 5-ish years. And during those years, I fucking didn't spend any money. Like I was investing in real estate. At one point, me and my wife were up to like 9 rentals. Damn. We ended up selling off a few, so we have like 4 right now. But my point was, if I hadn't done that, I'd be fucked right now. Like, cause that the ecom business took a shit. I had 2 warehouses by Allegiant Stadium. I had up to 10,000 square feet. Like I was pumping out FBA shit. I had a prep center, all this stuff, and I just got burnt out by it. Like
Were you the only one?
What do you mean?
Like running that whole thing?
I had 3 employees. 3 employees, so one person for each warehouse because they were 5,000 square feet. They weren't very big, and then I had my sister that was kind of my admin. So it was a small team, but I had a lot of virtual assistants like over in the Philippines. Oh, yeah. But my point was like I got tired of. It was like my own business, but it wasn't. Like Amazon has a leash on you, Walmart has a leash on you. All these fucking things have a leash on you, and I got over it. Like my breaking point was I bought $60,000 worth of whey protein. And I got kicked off the listing on Amazon.
Oh yeah, I heard a lot about
and
that.
And then I was
locked out.
Yeah, they just locked me out. That you can't sell that.
Yeah.
So I had $60,000 of protein that I just bought.
Damn.
I'm sitting on 5 pallets, and I'm like, bro, I can't keep doing this business and taking these L's. Like it's stupid.
So what did you do with all of it?
So when that happens, there's these companies out there that are fucking fishing for you because they know you're hurting.
Yeah.
So I liquidated it. They gave me 35 grand. So I took a 15K loss on or 25K loss on a fucking protein in 2 weeks. Like I literally took a 25K loss in 2 weeks because of Amazon. I had no control over it.
Yeah.
That moment I decided, fuck this, I'm out. I told my guys, hey, this is your 1 month notice. We need to get all this shit out of here. We got to sell the pallets, sell all the fucking forklifts, sell the fucking pallet shelves, sell everything. I don't give a fuck. I'll throw it away. I was done. I was like, I'm out. Jeez. 25K to lose in 2 weeks. I was like, for a mistake that I didn't make. Like I was like, if I made the mistake, I'll own it. But like I didn't do anything wrong. Like fucking it's just like it didn't feel like a true business. Even though I know guys still to this day making millions.
Damn.
It wasn't my shit.
So were you able to like appeal it or like?
Well, no, because what happened was the owner of the whey protein wanted to all of a sudden start selling on Amazon. So they kick everybody else off. Oh, and I don't have control over it. I could have reached out and been like, hey, guys, can I please sell this just to, they call it I forgot what they call it, but like a liquidation sale where you get permission to just sell out of your stock. You kind of have to ask for permission, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I felt like I was never in control. But so I quit, and my whole goal was I was gonna fucking sorry, bro, this turned into a me thing.
No, you're good.
Yeah, this whole thing fucking I turned off the fucking business, and then I didn't know what I was gonna do next. I was gonna start flipping. So, but then I had a podcast studio at my warehouse.
Yeah.
So I already had all this equipment. All this shit we're using right now, I already had because I was trying to do my own podcast before.
Yeah.
So then me and Josh were already good friends because we were playing pickleball together and we're hanging out. He told
Lifetime?
me, yeah, Lifetime. He told me he's building the studio, and his idea was he was just going to build the studio with no equipment and just have it for the agents. But then I was like, well, I have the equipment. Like maybe that's my next thing. I was like, maybe I'll like start up like it was going to be just a podcast rental thing. I was like, I did the math. I was like, if I can book it out 8 hours a day for $200 an hour, like that's $1,000 a day. Like we can make 30, 40 grand a month. Like this is great. This is easy cake. We're doing that. Yep. And I drew up the fucking business plan and I presented it to Josh, and Josh was like, dude, like, let me marinate on it. Like that's a good, like, maybe it's something we can do. And I let it wait for a couple weeks, and then next thing you know, he's like, let's fucking do it. And I was like, holy fuck, I found it. I found what the next thing was.
Yeah.
And now it's turned into like it went from a podcast studio rental place
like
to a media agency, and now we're trying to just be a marketing agency because it kind of and now we have like a real team. I got like 7 guys. Like, and it's like, holy fuck, it's all fucking working.
Yeah.
And it's like 8 months in, which is really cool. But it's, now I got a lot of stress. That's why I'm like the last month's been really stressful because I'm in the middle
having
of
an
like.
agency is like, it's crazy, bro. It's really crazy. So.
But it's like, we're up to like 50-ish K a month in revenue, which is not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Good margins and everything. But now we really, Josh really wanted to bootstrap it. So like we started this thing with $6,000 total.
Oh wow.
So like we didn't. He's like, I'm not spending any money on it. I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. Like it's your thing. So he kind of like is leaning on me. He's like, look, we're gonna bootstrap it. Like we're not gonna drop money on it. And he's like, other than your equipment, because I already had it. So I was like, cool, let's do it. So like the first 3 months, I'm wearing all the hats. I'm fucking running around with my head cut off, and I was playing it cool. But like I think when we connected at the fucking shit, that was the beginning, bro.
Yeah.
And I was stressed out of my mind. I know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
Like I was like just fucking almost like fake it till you make it type shit.
Yeah.
But it was like, because you know enough to like get by, but like I don't know what the fuck how to build a website. I don't know how to do it. So I'm just like recruiting the guys and like putting it together. And now it's like I'm seeing all the pieces come together. But now that all the pieces are here, now I got to systemize it. And that's what I've always been good at, but it was hard to do when I'm wearing all the hats.
Yep.
So now I'm just like stressed out of my mind, but it's good stress.
Yeah.
It's like, holy fuck, this is working, let me go.
Yep.
But my point this was to leading up to the pad split. If I hadn't fucking invested all my ecom money, bro, I'd be fucking fucked.
Yeah.
So I bought rentals, and now I can live off my rentals, which is chill. Like, not chill. It's I'm very grateful for. Like, of course. One fucking property is cash flowing $10,000, bro. It's insane.
Yeah, no, that's
like,
crazy.
That's $120,000 a year that I'll never have to work for.
That's crazy.
Like, that's like double the fucking median salary, but whatever.
Yep.
It's one residential property.
Yep.
So it's cool, and I got a lot of fucking comments on that story, which I didn't think much of.
Bro,
it. Bro,
you know what's funny, bro? I literally screen recorded. I showed it to my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I screen recorded your story and I showed it to my girl.
That's cool to hear. Yeah.
Like, hold on.
What'd she say?
She was like, yeah, like I want to do that too, you know, because we're both the same age. We're young, so
yeah.
Like, look, literally, bro. I literally like screen recorded your story, bro.
That's humbling, man.
So
like, I always feel like I'm not doing big shit, but for you to record that like that,
no, like I recorded the whole thing because like I wanted to do the same thing like later on. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro. Not BSing you. Like that's really cool.
Thank you. I appreciate
so
that.
Like in the next couple of years, I'm definitely gonna get into that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because an acre just to rent out, you know, to like different people that need space is freaking crazy.
And you know what the craziest part is? I bought that house as a primary residence. So I bought that house when I was doing the e-com stuff, right?
Okay.
Because my whole goal was I was like, I'm the fucking man. I'm making all this money. I'm going to go and build a pool, pickleball court, dirt bike track. I wanted to have all this shit for my kid. Yeah. Like, because I got 2 little boys. So I was like, dude, I want an acre. They're going to have the sickest backyard. And then the business took a shit. Yeah. And then I was like, fuck, what do? I got a $5,000 mortgage. Yep. And then I was like, how do I make this thing cash flow? And the house market rent's like $2,500. Like I was have to lose $2,500 a month to I have to lose money to keep this house and move out.
No, the pad split thing is amazing.
Yeah.
I met Medusa and all them.
Yeah.
So, you know, that whole thing is crazy. Renting out each unit. Yeah. Yeah, bro. That's
but the cherry on top for this property was the backyard.
Yeah, that's it.
Because, bro,
that's it.
It was insane because I was like, dude, I can make it work with pad splitting just in the front. Yeah. And then I got this fucking acre that's being wasted. Yeah. Yeah, but I actually did some illegal shit that I got caught up by code enforcement. So it went from an RV park. I had an illegal RV park in the back.
Oh damn!
I had 8 RVs in the back. I put in extension cords. I put in like water for. I had RV hookups for 8 RVs. Each RV is paying me $800 a month.
Oh wow!
So I was making like $7-8 grand from the backyard. And then I got caught by code enforcement. So I was like, fuck, I gotta shut this down. Yeah. And then I went to the storage. And it worked out though. Even storage, bro, this thing's making now $5 grand a month. Yeah. That pays my whole mortgage. Yeah. Like it's insane. Like,
is that legal now or
yeah, the storage is completely legal. It's just you can't have people living there.
I see.
Yeah. So but that's one of my rentals. I have a condo in Bryan Head. I have 2 condos in Vegas, and then I have 2 houses in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's what I got right now. But I had a cabin in Big Bear. I had another condo here in Vegas that we sold. And then I had another house in Texas, El Paso, that we sold.
So do you just like cash out refi and like put into another property, or like how does that work?
So the ones in Texas that were fucking, bro, I feel so bad. Why is this about me? Like we're gonna have to run this back, bro. This should be your podcast, bro.
You good,
bro. Like I'm just like not
I'm getting knowledge
today.
Too. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of knowledge.
I feel so bad, but whatever. We'll run it back. We're gonna have to run it back another day.
We are for sure, brother.
But
no, you're good.
Fucking bro. Let's see. The houses in Texas were all free houses.
Wow.
VA loans.
Oh,
because I was in the military.
Yeah. So wait, how does that work? I thought you're not supposed to rent out VA.
You can rent them out as long as you have the intention to move. Because I bought those while I was in. Oh. So when I was stationed in El Paso, I moved into a 3-bedroom house.
I see.
And then you just have to have a good enough reason to move to get another VA loan. So then I was like, oh, my wife's starting a home business. We need a 4th bedroom.
Does that only apply in Texas? Because I know that you can't use a VA for like rental properties, right?
No, you can't buy it to be a rental. But if you move in, because we bought it to move in.
Oh, okay.
Then, because I bought these when I was living in Texas.
Oh, okay.
So you can use the VA loan to move in, but you're right. You cannot use a VA loan to close and then rent it out right away.
Right.
You have to have the intention to move in and whatever. Which we did. We moved into both of those houses. We lived there for like 6-7 months each, and then we moved to Vegas after I got out. But so those houses were free.
You have to live in it, and then you can rent it.
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Okay.
You have to live in it for technically 6 months, and then you can live out. But cool. But if you move in for 3 months and the military sends you off to some place, they're not going to tell you not to rent it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is what it is.
That's cool.
But yeah, so those were free. And then everything else is just standard 20% down. I've always put, like, I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just saving up money and putting 20% down.
There you go.
I don't do any of the sub 2 bullshit. Like, I don't know. I'm not that smart, bro. Yeah. And I've always acknowledged I'm not that smart. Save up money, buy a fucking house, man. Like, and like all these guys that and I'm not saying got rich quick, but like, a lot of the sub 2 got all of a sudden really popular the last year because interest rates went up and like everybody's trying to buy fucking houses with like 0. But I was like, why is everybody getting creative? Just save up money, 20% down, whatever, buy it, bro. Just,
No
that's
PMI.
all I've done. Nothing fancy. But I will say the pad split was a complete fluke luck. Did not plan to do that. That was just an accident.
Hey man, everything happens for a reason, bro. That's cool though. That's awesome, man. Congratulations to you, bro.
Thank you, brother. I mean, you got your first house?
Yes, sir.
So you're living in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My first house, brand new build.
Brand new build. HOA?
HOA, yes. HOA,
okay.
$55.
Okay.
Got it at a 5.125 interest rate. So yeah, man, it was crazy because I wanted to get into real estate last year.
Yeah.
But then that fell through because the owner sibling put the title into a trust. Right when I was supposed to get the keys.
Is that even legal?
I don't know if that's legal because honestly, the owner was signing all the documents, right? Signing all the online documents, and last minute, right when I was supposed to get the keys, they said that the owner was actually disabled.
Yeah.
So they had to put the title into the owner siblings trust.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, and it was it was crazy.
Huh.
So, but
because right now, my partner in one of my properties, his name's Leland. I don't know if you know him. Leland. He's buying some sub 2 properties, like I'm telling you, and he's talking about you put the properties in a trust so that they can't be sold. And I was like, what the fuck does all that mean? Like, I'm telling you, I'm not that smart, but I'm just trusting him because we just bought a property together, and he's like, we got to put it in this trust because blah, blah. And I'm like, damn, like shit does work.
Yeah.
I mean, you just proved it. Like the fact that they put it in a trust and now all of a sudden it's locked up.
Yeah, all of us. It was like literally the last day,
and it's just
bro.
a fucking piece of paper.
Yeah, like we went to escrow, we went to the title company, everything, bro. It was like, they were like, you can't buy this anymore. You have to either take it to court or
and it's not worth it.
Back. It's not worth it.
Yeah, by the time you actually win and shit, it's just not worth it.
Yeah. So then I got a property a year later. So
it worked
out.
Everything
Everything works out for a reason. Man. You know what I mean?
And on that property, you put down a standard 20% or 3%? Or what did you do?
I did the first FHA.
So 3%?
3.5%.
Okay.
So, yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm able to have all that other liquid cash for me to buy more inventory and all this stuff.
Because, I mean, because you're saying it's like because you just had a podcast with Josh. That's why I know what his payment is. But it seems like that thing might almost cash flow. Like, because, I mean, I would fucking... And this is me being when I did it is like my goal is right now I'm renting. I don't even own where I live because I'm like it made more sense for me to move out of my primary and go rent because I would make more money. Yeah. So I'm saying if you're gonna cash flow off that property, I would turn it into a rental right now. Yeah. Like you've been there 6 months at least?
Nah, probably. I close on January 25th.
Okay, so yeah, wait 6 months. Yeah. And then be like, yo, like I just it's just not for me, but I already bought it. Whatever the fuck, if they find you, they're never gonna catch you. Because it's not illegal. It's just like a gray area.
Bro, I love that property though, man. Like I actually want to keep that for a primary first and then save up for a rental.
Okay, so you like that? Okay,
I do like it, bro. I love the area. Yeah.
So that's where I think like my journey in real estate started different. Because like I knew the first house I fucking bought, I bought it in El Paso, Texas. I was like, this shit's ugly. This shit sucks. I bought it. Like we moved in. My first kid was born there. Like so, there's like we actually sold that. That's one of the ones we just sold. But like I fucking hated it, bro. But I bought it with the intention of it being a rental. So like as soon as I could, I moved out. So my head's going there. Yeah. But yeah, if you love it,
I love it, man. So I'm gonna save up and get another one.
Nice.
Like the next year or two.
Yeah. So, I would say the next one, which Josh is very opposed to. Which is funny hearing advice because he has way more than I do, obviously. Yeah. But like he's so against like the non-traditional long-term rentals and stuff. Yeah. Because it's just more risk. But he was talking about because I was like, Josh, why don't you convert 10 of your houses in Vegas to pad splits? You'll crush it. He's like, I like my steady. Yeah. But I was like, dude. So I'm like, if I could start over, I would have. And I have no long-term rentals anymore. I converted all my houses into some sort of non-long-term, whether it's Airbnb or pad split or a midterm rental, whatever it is. But like your next one,
you make a lot more money.
Yeah, you make more money. It's a little bit more work, but if you gotta like, if your lady's trying to get involved, that's how I get my lady involved. Is like, I buy it, I fix it up, and then I fucking throw it. I fucking alley oop to her, like, yo, figure it out now. And she's like, all right, and she fucking does her thing. Yep. But like, I don't manage anything at this point. Yeah. She handles that. But
I want my girl to get her own too. You know what I mean? Let her use her FHA. Yeah. Let her get one, then I have one, then we have our own together. Yeah. And then we build.
You could even do that as like an FHA for your girl, dude. Like 3 or 4% down, whatever. And then pad split it, and then they can't prove that she doesn't live there. Yep. I mean, it's a gray area. I didn't say that on camera, But people do it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but
yep. She's my girlfriend's stacking. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm helping her out financially and helping her figure out everything. So
has she been around since the come up?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. She's been there since I was 18.
Okay.
So I started
That's
this
dope.
when I was 17.
Yeah.
But then everything started to come together when I was 18.
Yeah.
Like, we were just best friends.
Yeah.
So we've been best friends together for like 8 to 9 years.
Okay.
So we've been together. We're gonna be together, like boyfriend girlfriend for 4 years this year.
Yeah.
So,
Do you ever think? And sometimes this is what I credit to like when my business journey started is like having a girl like that just believes in you.
Yeah.
Because like 18, bro, I had a girlfriend, followed her up to college, whatever, and then broke up right away. Then I got a girlfriend in college, and I don't regret the relationship, but like I remember like kind of voicing my ambitions and what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, as soon as I finish college, like I'm gonna do this business thing. You gotta support us for like a year because I'm gonna be fucking grinding, but like give me like a year and we're gonna and I'll fucking make it.
Yeah.
And like she would just always call me crazy and
She
all this
wasn't with
shit.
it? She
Yeah,
wasn't with it?
She wasn't. She was like she called me crazy. She's like, what are you talking about? Like it's not gonna work. Like what like just get a job. Like blah blah. So long story short, she actually ended up breaking up with me. So whatever.
wow.
But I ended up being single for a year, and then I meet my wife now, Lexi, at a bar or whatever. And she's doing the real estate agent thing. And I'm like, oh, like this girl's in business. Blah, blah. I'm like sick. and then I start telling her what I want to do, and she's like, yeah, like you could do that. Like what? Yeah, that's cool. Like, and then I was like, I want to be an agent. She's like, yeah, you be an agent. I'll show you. Like, and it was just like anything I would say, she would like, yes, like you can do it.
Yeah.
And
I love that,
And she
man.
was just like ride or die. We literally only were together for a year. And then I was like, hey, like I'm gonna join the military. That was when I was telling you I was on my that was my rock bottom when I said, fuck it, I'm joining the military. And I looked at her and I was like, hey, I'm joining the military. You can come if you want. She's like, what do we gotta do? And I was like, we gotta get married. She's like, let's go. I didn't propose. I still feel bad to this day. I didn't propose. I didn't say anything. I just said, if you want to come with me, you have to marry me. Mm-hmm. And like it wasn't like anything cute. We came to fucking Vegas on Labor Day weekend, got married in Vegas. Said fuck it before I lived here. And then joined the military, and she went with me.
That's crazy.
And then while I'm in the military, dude, I get the business bug. I start the drop shipping stuff online and all this stuff. And she's like supporting me. She's helping me how to do all this shit. Next thing you know, we're out of the military and we're fucking like semi-retired and 3 years later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 3 years.
Yep.
Like because I left Sacramento 2017. So like I left Sacramento to the military. It's 2017, 40, 50K in debt. Like nothing to my name except my wife and 0 kids. 4 years later, we're like passively making 15, 20K a month.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And it's just because she was there. And it's like, obviously we both hustled and grinded, but I'm like, maybe there's like this thing. Like, is it the girl?
Yeah.
Because you're saying, that's why I asked that question. Has your girl been there since the come up? Because I'm like,
bro.
maybe I was just missing the girl.
Yeah.
That like supported me. And I will say I haven't been the greatest husband, and I have a lot of issues and whatever, but like, I think it's just that like, somebody's believing in you or like trusting you. I don't know what it is.
That's all you need, man.
Yeah.
That's all you need. One person by your side.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take loyalty over anything. And my girl has been that plus more.
Yeah.
Like she knows like how much money I'm making because she helps me like with my books and stuff like that, right? But at the end of the day, man, she still treats me like a king.
Yeah.
Like she's like, okay, you know what I mean? You need this, I got it for you.
Yeah.
And like I need tape, she'll get it for me. If I need like a new planner, she'll get it for me.
Yeah.
Or like I'm not always the one having to go out and pay for a dinner or a lunch for a date or whatever it is. Like she'll offer to pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what you need, like a best friend or someone that is with you by your side, like no matter what. And she's always been there since rock bottom to where I'm at now.
That's why I'm like glad that like I'm glad that you said yes. She's been there since the come up because like, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like I know guys that get ultra successful and then they find their lady, whatever. But like for
then
me,
they end up finding gold diggers.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You never know.
Yeah.
And like it feels good because like I remember fucking bartending and like Lexi's coming in to see me at the bar and she sees me fucking grinding, fucking hustling, and then at the end of the night, bar's closing and I give her my bucket and she's counting my tips for me. And it's like, damn, since like and looking back, I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like
it is cool.
Like she was there counting my tips so I can close up the bar early and like she knows exactly what I made. Like I ain't hiding anything. Like whatever.
Yep.
But it's like. Now it's like, I remember like our true rock bottom. I remember we had like $2,500. Like we were already married. Like we were broke. I had $2,500 to my name, and I remember just looking at her and I'm like, we gotta get out of this shit. But now we're dealing with, and we actually talked about this last night, which is why it's like so new or so fresh in my head. Now I'm like, hey, did you send that $50,000 wire? Hey, did you like? Now our problems have gotten bigger, and it's cool. Yeah. And it's like cool to go from like, yo, remember when we were fucking like, should we buy this fucking extra pound of chicken? Versus like, holy fuck. And it's like, and the stress doesn't go away because I was stressed then and I'm stressed now.
Yeah.
But to see the problems change, it's fucking cool because it's like people. I think humans we like to have problems. I think maybe I don't know what it is, but like I think it's cool to reference back.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like I thought about this yesterday when we were talking. I'm like, we would have killed to be in this position 5 years ago.
Yep.
We would have been like, we're arguing about 50,000, like whatever the money is. Yeah. We would have killed to be in this position, and now we're in this position, and we're like upset or not upset. We're like we're having an argument about this position. Yeah. It's insane to think about, bro.
No, like it's crazy. Every day, I always review my blessings.
Yeah. I think I need to do that better.
You got to, because like a lot of people's perspective is like they always think about like the worst or like the negatives. You got to think about all the positives, all your blessings that God has given you in your life. Like,
yeah,
like it, like last week we went out with my girlfriend's family, and we all went swimming and we had a barbecue together. And I was in the pool. I was telling my girl, I'm like, babe, like we're so blessed. Like we're here on a Tuesday, eating, having burgers with your family, right? And we have like nothing to worry about. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Everything's so good right now. Like, granted, anything could, something bad could happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or later on when I get home, you never know what could happen. But always count your blessings because you never know what could happen.
I wish I could catch the blessings, like you said, in the moment. I feel like I'm good at like thinking back to them, because like again, like 5 years ago I would have killed to like be in the position I'm in now, and I would have never expected in 5 years I would be where I'm at now.
Yeah.
But like it's the simple shit. It's like my mom was in town, my sisters were in town, my aunt was in town, and we all went out to a restaurant, and I'm like, and like, I'm gonna cover the tab. I'm like, whatever, like it's cool, whatever. And everybody's like, what? Like what? And it's like, it's like such a little thing, but like this was 5 years ago, and this has happened before where mom comes to visit. I'm like, yo, we gotta split this shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I'm just
that's
like,
true.
So it's like being able to fucking do that now. It's like it's not like it's a ton of money, but it's like it feels good to be able to just take care of the people around you, especially because I'm the oldest. I'm the only boy of my family. I got two younger sisters. My dad was around, and him and my mom got divorced after I left the house, so I never experienced growing up without my dad, but my sisters did. He left when my sisters were younger, and I was already in college when he left. So, like, I know that they don't have a man around the house. Yep. So I'm like, holy fuck, like it's my turn.
Yep.
And even my sister now, like, I hope she doesn't. She helps with the business, and she's gonna see me hear this, which is gonna be weird. But like, I'm doing everything I can to like give her a job, and I'm like, hey, because she works for Glendo Media now, and I'm like, hey, like. I will give you the world. Just tell me what you want. Just be happy. But even then, we're having a little bit of a disconnect. And I think it's that sibling-brother relationship where it's like it's hard to work with family.
Yeah.
And so now we're navigating those problems.
You only have one sibling?
I have two younger sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. But I brought them both out to Vegas ever since I moved out here. That's like, awesome. I convinced one of my sisters to drop out of college and move here and go to cosmetology school. So now she's working in a salon. I'm like, there you go. Man. Do what you fucking want to do.
That's cool.
My mom was pissed at me.
Yeah.
My mom was like, you told her to drop out? I was like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I fucking did. I was like,
that might have been her best decision of her life, though. Yeah. You know what I mean?
My mom was pissed. She was pissed for a solid 6 months at me.
Yeah.
And then eventually she got over it.
Yeah.
But she's like, yeah, she's doing good. And I was like, yeah.
I have one sibling.
Yeah.
And I have a younger sister.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I try to help her with her finances anytime. Like she works like a 9-to-5 job now, but anytime she gets money, she'll buy stuff like material stuff for herself. So I'm like, you got to put some money aside. I try to put her on game on that, like start investing. She's 18 now, so she could open up like a Roth IRA or whatever it is, like a high yield savings account. But she's not financially literate.
Yeah.
For her 18th birthday, actually, I gave her a decision. I'm like, do you want $100 cash, or do you want $100 and I'll help fund your Roth IRA.
Yeah.
Right? And you can have that for as long as you want. She said, just give me the 100.
Yeah.
I said, you know what I mean? And then actually, I ended up not even giving her the 100 because she actually gave me an attitude. So like, I'm like, F this, I'm keeping my 100. So, you know what I mean? It's like the little things like that. Like I love my sister so much, but they never see the little things that you do.
Yeah.
Right? Because that 100 could have turned into 10, 20, 30 later on.
Well, that's like, I don't know how to like relate it. I'm trying to relate it because I feel like my family didn't trust me because I didn't get on the game of business until 24. Pretty much your age is when I started.
Yeah.
So like at 18 through 24, they all followed me on social, bro. I was literally that frat kid that was like smashing beers on my head, fucking just blacked out.
Yeah.
Like I'm not exaggerating when I say I was waking up, taking shots, and going to work because I was a bartender. Like I was that. Like I was there. Like I was like I hated my life. I don't think I was ever suicidal, but like I was very just numbing my shit and just working and grinding and then partying to just forget the fact that I don't have any money. Like I was just in this little toxic cycle until I met Lexi and whatever, and I told you that. But like once I got on my shit correctly and like they saw that I was like making money and like I was like fucking buying the nice car and like paying for dinners and this and that, like they didn't really believe it. It was for a second and they were like, oh, like it's debt or whatever. I don't know. They didn't believe it. And then so when I start talking to my sister about like, hey, you want to invest in this property with me? Like I'm trying to give them opportunities. And they're like, oh, like, yeah. But then I finally convinced her to. My sister ended up buying a cabin with me in Big Bear.
That's cool.
So we co-owned the cabin in Big Bear, and it was cool. It never made a ton of money, but we owned it, and it was proof that we're investing together. We sold it. We ended up breaking even, but whatever. But that got her like in her feet wet as far as like investing,
Of course,
which was cool because now she's actually asking questions, and I'm like, oh, this is like she's interested. And my mom's also like asking questions because my mom has a ton of equity in her house in California. And she's about to move to Vegas. And I'm like, Mom, sell the fucking house in Vegas. Like, fuck California.
Buy 2 here.
Buy a couple here. Or buy one condo cash here. One condo cash here. That thing will make you $5,000 a month. And you can move here and rent an apartment. And fucking, like, literally just live off your cash flow. And you'll be making what you make now. And she's like, really? And now she's trusting me. And she's like, okay. Because what her idea was, like, I'm going to sell the house and buy a house in Vegas cash and live in it. And I'm like, Mom, and then what are you gonna do for money? Because I was like, I'm doing well, but I can't give you like $5-10 a month yet. Like I'm not there. So I was like, why don't you take that $200,000-300,000, buy a fucking little townhouse. We midterm rental it. You own nothing on it. Like yeah, there's better ways to make money, but I'm thinking in terms of my mom. She doesn't want a lot of like headache. Like dude, one rental that's paid off cash will cash flow $3-4 a month minimum.
Easy.
You go rent a 1-bedroom chilling because she wants to live alone. It's like you're living for free, like you're chilling. Yeah. It's like go fucking drive Uber if you want to fucking get out of the house, like whatever. Like you don't have to work, and she's now trusting me is the point. Like I feel like your sister should trust you, seeing that you never went through a crazy little fucking haywire phase where I was like I was losing it, man. Like
hey man, like they don't really trust you until they see the results.
Yeah.
Right. I have a family member. Yeah. I'm not gonna say who it was or what it is, but that specific person used to always hate. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's just the guy that sells used shoes or used clothes or whatever it is. Like anytime his friends would ask him about me, like he would say that. Yeah. But now, now that I bought the house, he's like, oh, okay, now I kind of see it. Like, living proof. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, like they'll never care until they see the results. So that's why it's always best to put your head down and just keep grinding and then post-game your success. Like, stop. People always talk about, oh, I want to do this. I'm going to be doing this, like, when I'm this age, whatever it is. No. Get it done and then post-game your success. Yeah. Because it's way better that way.
Yeah. That's funny, though, because that reminds me of, like, because I'm a civilian pilot. I have my pilot's license. So I started posting me flying a plane and shit, like, a couple years ago. And I was already making some money. Yeah. And like all of a sudden uncles and shit that I've never talked to in years reaching out to me like, hey, like we're in Mexico, we're poor. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, okay, like, yeah. And it's like they're as soon as they see something, they feel like they're owed something because they know you. Yeah. And it's like, and I'm starting to experience that now more. I will say my mom's always I love my dad. My dad helped me a lot. Like my dad, there's so much backstory, bro. I'm gonna get into it. Fuck it. My dad was fucking lost his leg, got a ton of money, blew all the money. All he had left was a house in Arizona.
Yeah.
Sold the house in Arizona, gave it to me cash. So he gave me like $150,000 cash. The deal was give him $1,000 a month for the rest of his life. And I was like, okay, that's done. I could use that to build my businesses, blah, blah, blah.
That's cool.
He didn't trust me until he saw that I was already successful. So like, if he had given me that 150 and I had no money, that shit would be gone. He gave me that 150 like once he saw that I didn't need it. Like he was like, oh, he can turn it into more.
Yeah.
So I had to earn that. But my point was like, now that he sees I'm making more, he's like starting to ask for more. And I'm like, Dad, I told you the deal is $1,000 a month for the rest of your life until I told him, I was like, I want to give you more, but like, I need you to let me build right now. Yeah. Like I'm still fucking in the mode. I want to be able to give you $100,000 a month, but let me build. Yeah. Yeah. And he sees what I'm doing. And he's like, oh, well, you got this and that. I'm like, yeah, but the deal was $1,000, bro.
Yeah.
Like $1,000 a month for the rest of your life. That's a banger deal.
Where's the contract?
There's a contract. There's a contract. I fucking made sure there's a contract. But this is where I fucked up. I verbally said, I was like, hey, give me 3 to 5 years, and I will give you more. And that 3 to 5 years passed. But I told you, my old business took a shit. Like I took some L's, and I'm not in the position that I thought I was gonna be.
Yeah.
But my point is like, even my own dad started reaching out, like looking for a handout.
Yep.
But my mom's always been like, I don't need shit. Like, I love to see that you're crushing it. That's it.
Yep.
And it's just dope to like, because I see like some of my friends' moms and they start asking for shit when they see that their kid's crushing it.
That's it.
But it's like, in my head, I'm like, I think every kid wants to give the world to their mom, but like, you ever heard the analogy? It's like, you got to fucking put on your fucking flotation device first before you fucking go help anybody else.
Yeah.
So I'm still fucking putting that on. But trust me, I want to take care of y'all, but I will take care of y'all when I can.
Yeah, you can only give from a cup that runs over.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
And yeah, man, like I want to give the world to my parents, man, just even my small circle.
Yeah.
You know, and I know one of these days I will.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, bro.
But does it, and I don't know if it's happening to you, it like irks me when they like don't think that I want to do that and that they don't think I'm doing it soon enough. And I'm like, bro, like I'm literally like on the fucking grind right now.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I literally don't even know why I have a headache. I ate, I drank a ton of water. Like I think it's just stress.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of stuff going on.
Like it's just a lot of shit, a lot of moving parts right now. And I'm like over here trying to fuck, and I got 2 kids and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want, and that's another concern I got right now, bro. Like I'm just like, I'm working so hard right now that I'm like neglecting my kids a little bit during the day. Like I'll leave 6, probably earlier, 5 in the morning. Sometimes I'm usually the first one in this office.
Right.
Like I get here at 5:30, 6, and I'll usually leave 6, 7. So like I'm here 12 hours a day. And the wife crushes it. She runs her own business, but she also runs the kids. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, I get home and like the kids are like, oh, like what's up? I'm like, hey, but it's like such a fucking battle right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you gotta balance it.
I'm going through shit. Yeah.
Hey
it's
man.
Good.
Hey, that's good that you're talking about it.
Yeah. I know. And I wanted to postpone it because like, yeah, I will. But I do feel like this became about me. So now maybe I'm just in that headspace. Maybe that's why.
No, man. I loved it. It was a great episode actually. Yeah. So. Yeah, man. I mean,
maybe we should just Photoshop the logo out, and then we'll just throw yours on because this is about me. And you're
no, bro, this was great, man. I appreciate you so much for having me on.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah. Anything else you want to touch on before we wrap it up?
Oh man, honestly, just social media.
Yeah, we've been going 45 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, just it's probably like a social media game. That's it. I mean, like honestly, I've been doing so many different things with celebrities. Yeah. And, you know, it's funny because I had my dad send me a screenshot because at my parents' house, I have in the office that I had at my parents' house, I used to have sticky notes or like not sticky notes, but those note cards. Yeah. Right. And I used to put like different quotes or different things that I wanted to do later on in the future. And on one of the note cards, my dad sent me a photo because I told him about all the things that I was doing. So he sent me a photo, and it said, "I will have connections with celebrities," right? And yeah, man, I've been doing so many different things. I did some stuff with Ray J, did some stuff with Jose Canseco, did some stuff with like Joe Gatto, Princess Love. Like, there's so many different influencers or celebrities or whatever you want to call it that I've been doing some stuff with. I went to Ray J's house. And I sold him like $7,000 worth of shoes. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like that right there is just so crazy. I was able to interview Jose Canseco, like a baseball legend, and a bunch of guys that I used to look up to in the NBA.
Yeah.
I interviewed a bunch of them, this past week.
That's it. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I've been doing a lot of that stuff and experiencing a lot of different stuff in the content space. I've been doing a lot of mic'd up basketball content and just
That's
like
cool.
stuff that I genuinely love to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
and then you said you're running a social media agency now, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you're helping other shoe flippers or just anybody that's trying
just
to
anyone, honestly, like I'm focusing on like high level individuals
Okay.
that need help in this space.
Okay.
Because there's so many here in Vegas that need help with this space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I honestly I actually applaud the people that don't have a social media presence but are making a lot of money.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, some people may think different, but like, honestly, like when Josh was talking about it earlier, like when I'm like 50, 55 years old, I don't think I'm gonna be doing the shoe stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I love shoes, but I don't see myself packaging up these orders, getting all the shoes, putting them in my car, taking them out the car, whatever it is. Like I want to be able to just live like peacefully without having to worry about anything and have money just come in.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I think that's where it's like, there's with business, I've heard there's like, there's a couple extra strategies where it's like with the shoe game, you probably can't sell it, right? Like nobody's going to buy a shoe. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to buy a shoe reselling business like they would, you build a retail store, whatever the fuck, and you have an exit strategy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same way I felt about e-commerce and drop shipping and Amazon FBA. I was like, okay, well, nobody's ever fucking buying this so it's like there's no exit strategy other than on money I'm getting. That's why I was investing in real estate. But like even with this media agency, it's like there's a possible exit. Like we build this to fucking $10-15 million a year. We bring in some fucking private equity company for 40%, and they give us a fucking fat check for $20 million. Boom, we get $20 million, and we still get to operate. So there's an exit strategy.
Easy, yeah.
But with what you're doing, it's like if the business has no exit strategy, what is your exit strategy then? Real estate? Because that's what it sounds like.
It would definitely be real estate.
Yeah,
for sure. It would definitely be real estate.
Okay.
And like, I'm able to easily actually liquidate all the shoes that I have right now.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people that are willing.
No. I know that the shoes can get liquidated. I'm talking about the business of selling the shoes. Is that sellable?
It is.
Like
it is.
What do you sell? You sell the connections. You sell the systems.
The email list.
You sell the email list. Yeah. Okay.
List. Yeah. I mean, like, there's so many different like intellectual properties.
Yeah.
That you can negotiate with too.
Because I wonder what like the multiple on like that type of business is, or if it's even been sold before. Like I don't know. Like I'm just trying to. I'm just like, oh, that's cool to think about. But I'm like, there has to be an exit strategy, and that's why I think e-commerce. I always knew there wasn't.
Right.
Because like nobody's buying a fucking.
So like, I have a question for you. So like, with that, you said 60,000 pounds of whey.
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to like?
Not pounds, $60,000 worth.
Oh, $60,000 worth. Were you able to just sell that like on eBay or something like that?
Yes, but even
it would
eBay,
take a lot of time.
It would have taken way longer, and it wasn't built into the infrastructure that I had. So it's like I would have pretty much had to go create a whole little side business to get rid of it. So it's like, do I really want to spend months trying to create another system to go sell this off? I have to probably hire somebody to come take photos of everything and like list it.
That stuff expires too.
Exactly. Yeah, I had like a year. So it's like,
like I kind of like just try to stay away from like the food products.
Yeah.
Like I used to sell concert tickets. Like Day in Vegas.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
yeah.
But I stay away from that. I stay away from all that now because it has a deadline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you don't sell it by that deadline, you're kind of fucked.
That reminds me of when I started trying to trade options, and I was like, oh, there's a deadline. I was like, you gotta fucking either make money or lose money. But it ends this day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. So.
Oh man, so you got a lot of shit going on. So
yes, sir.
What would you say is like, what takes the majority of your time right now? Which business? Because you got a few, right?
The sneakers and content. Okay, that's like what a majority of my time goes. A lot of the other stuff is just delegated out. You know what I mean? So it's automatic. Yeah. You know what I mean? Pretty passive.
What's dude, I can't believe it's fucking May.
May already? Oh
yeah, I was gonna say like, what's one of your goals this year? Because the year's starting, and I'm like, holy fuck, it's May. Yeah, bro. This year's like, I'm telling you, this like
it's gone by so fast,
dude.
man.
It's May.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I feel like we're just getting the year started,
bro. That's crazy. It's actually crazy to think about. Yeah.
I don't even want to say that. Like, I'm just like, bro, it's May.
Yeah.
But what's like your focus this year? Like
content.
So you're not trying to. So nothing else So then shouldn't your main focus be content then this year? Okay.
It is. It for sure is. So,
okay.
You know, I have 6 editors.
Nice.
You know, they're
all salaried, or do you have
I do per video.
Okay.
I do per video.
That's what I was gonna ask, because we're actually in the middle of, we have 15 plus editors, but a lot of them are fucking freelancers per video, and I don't want to do that anymore. It's very hard to manage that many editors on a per video basis, because then they start comparing rates to each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I mean, that's why you don't like introduce them to each other.
Yeah, but that's like the hardest way to build a sustainable business is if the team can't talk to each other,
that's true,
it's hard.
That's true. I mean, for me, how I'm handling it right now is like I want them to all be unique in their own space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
So do you have one VA who's managing them, or do you manage them?
I manage them for now.
See, like for me, I wouldn't do that. I fucking don't want to talk to them.
Yeah.
so like I have a guy that's in charge of them, but then I'm like, get him on a team call, and then he's like, we can't because they can't meet each other. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
And then I talked to one of my other buddies. Do you know Ryan McGinn?
I don't.
He did Grant Cardone's content, fucking Alex Ramosey's, all these big guys. I met him actually through Wealthy Investor or whatever, Future Flipper back in the day with Brian Pineda.
Yeah, with Ryan.
He was telling me, he's like, dude, you got to just get them on salary, but here's the downside is like you have to usually train them, or you find them on these websites. Okay, cool. So I'm doing that now. I'm in the middle of that transition, because to build the business we're trying to build, I can't have a culture where I can't have people meeting each other, because if they're going to talk about what they get paid.
I see.
So like I have to replace them. So I'm actually in the middle of restructuring. That's why my mind is just fucking fried right now, because I'm in the middle of restructuring the business, because we're pivoting. So it's like 4 businesses that have happened, or 3 from Galindo Media. Galindo Media started, like I was telling you, podcast rental to social media agency to now a creative marketing agency.
Yep.
So it's like, it's cool, but it's like, it's not what I expected. And it never is.
Yeah.
Nothing is ever what you expect it to be.
Of course.
But like, I'm just like, I'm having to learn a lot on the fly.
Yeah.
Which is good. Like, I think this has been like a year that I'm going to learn a lot.
Yeah. I mean, bro, some editors deserve to be paid more than other editors.
Yeah.
Like, there's some editors that over here that like do some BS work.
Yep.
And they think they like, oh, okay, pay me my or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Well, it's because that's what I'm saying. Like when they talk, it's just always conflict. They're like, he's getting more. I'm like, well, your videos aren't as good.
Yeah. Exactly,
That's
bro.
funny,
So
man.
but yeah, man, just content, all 24. I'm dropping one long form YouTube video every single week.
Okay.
So I'm filming every day.
Nice.
Yeah, like a day in the life video every day. So I just
Vlog
shot the
style?
video. Yeah, kind of like vlog style.
Okay. Because I really want to like we're really trying to get on YouTube, because we obviously primarily
Oh man, you got
focus.
to.
It's
Bro,
just
you got
tough,
to.
bro. It's fucking.
But like, where you guys on now? Just IG?
Well, we're on YouTube, but like we're just not really cranking out the videos that should.
Oh,
like obviously
man.
YouTube Shorts, but like as far as like 5 to 10 minute YouTube videos, like I want to start doing for Josh, for myself.
All right.
But that's where it's like I have a little bit of imposter syndrome, to be honest, because I'm like, what the fuck do I got to talk about? Because I'm like, I failed. I didn't fail. Oh no, fuck that. I failed, but now I'm in a different point in my life. So like, what can I be an expert in? It's like nothing. Like I feel like,
bro. I mean, like day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
Day-to-day stuff. Honestly, like if there's anything that you could hear from a YouTuber in this space, like that has the YouTube plaque and is getting paid on YouTube, man. Like honestly, I would push out the YouTube shorts right now. Yeah. And then like so that you also have a balance of the long form, because obviously long form pays more. Do that every week. Yeah. You know what I mean? Do that
but
every
like,
week.
what kind of long form can I be putting out, bro? Because I'm just like
you working every day. You said you come here every 6 a.m. and then
just
leave.
record that shit.
Yeah,
like vlog style.
That's a lot of freaking content, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I record on a GoPro Hero 8. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and, bro. You're right. I just gotta fucking do it.
Yeah, it's a grind though, bro.
Yeah.
Because I even film on here sometimes. Like, yeah. Because whenever I'm going through these meetups, like I don't want to be like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like there's this guy that I posted on my recent YouTube video on D Sanglay. You know, he tried to sell me a fake pair of shoes, and like I didn't want to put a GoPro in his face. You know what I mean? So I had my camera like this and the 0.5 and the 0.5 lens, and then just started talking to him, and he was like, he got mad at me. Yeah, you know what I mean? He's like, you're wasting my time. I'm like, bro, you wasted. You know what I mean? Like, he actually wasted my time because he was trying to sell me a fake pair of shoes.
How is it that those shoe guys There's a lot of them that are blowing up, but like the ones that are secretly recording, like is that like a fucking hidden camera or something? You ever seen those?
Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, I think what it is, the setup is like a chest strap.
Yeah.
And then they have like their phone set, like there's this like.
Oh,
like
so
a
it's
strap
not hidden. It's not a hidden camera.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a
like
hidden
that.
camera or some
Yeah,
shit.
you could have it like that, or like a GoPro where you could turn it vertically and then you can keep it on your chest like that. And you can't really see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if you have like a jacket on or something like that.
But it's just like, dude, some of these shoe videos are funny. That are coming
man,
out. Yeah.
man, like that's actually how I started growing a lot more on IG.
That's a good when you're in like the game of like flipping shit like that. I've seen a lot of those videos like fucking all the watch flippers got really big recently. Moses and fucking
yeah, bro.
Fucking what's the other dude?
I fuck with him. He's cool.
Vucom and
Vucom
fucking.
and all.
But like even the shoe flippers are getting like it's just everybody likes to see the negotiation.
Yeah,
that's
it.
like the fun part.
That's it.
Yeah,
I go to different swap meets.
Yeah.
And I did like the negotiation. So like I negotiated like for a whole pack of old Transformers. I got them for like $30, and everyone's like, "Oh, bro, like that one action figure is worth like $200.
Yeah.
You fucked her over and all this stuff." And I'm like, that's an engagement that you want though.
Damn, bro. Well, sick, bro. Thanks for coming on.
My guy,
that was
thank
good
you
stuff.
so much for having me, my guy.
Course,
yes,
man.
sir.
I want to apologize for not being in like, the
you're good.
headspace, but I think it turned out good enough.
It did.
And we'll definitely run it back though.
For sure, brother. Let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yes,
Catch you
sir.
guys on the next one.
Peace.